Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. Last time, we tackled Penance, the ultimate super boss in the game. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at some Jecht spheres hidden around Spira, starting in the Macalania Woods.
Who are you?
You are the one they called Jecht. The man from Zanarkand, are you not?
What of it?
Watch your tongue, knave.
My apologies. I am Braska, a summoner. I've come to take you from this place.
Sounds sweet. What's the catch?
That easy to see, was it? I soon leave on a pilgrimage to Zanarkand.
Seriously?
I would like you to join us. It will be a dangerous trip. Yet, if we do reach Zanarkand, my prayers will be answered, and you will be able to go home, we think. What say you?
Great, let's go.
So quick?
Anything to get out of here.
Then it's settled.
But I must protest. This drunkard, a guardian?
Hey! You want to step in here and say that?
What does it matter? No one truly believes that I, a fallen summoner wed to an Al-Bhed, could possibly defeat sin. This is what they say. No one expects us to succeed.
Braska, sir.
Let's show them they're wrong. A fallen summoner, a man from Zanarkand, and a warrior monk doomed to obscurity for refusing the hand of the priest's daughter. What delightful irony it would be if we defeated sin.
Stop gabbing and get me out of here. Free at last.
Now, Jecht, I am in your hands until we reach Zanarkand.
Right. So, what's a summoner anyway?
And thus, a friendship was born. So, there we go. That's the first of the Jecht spheres that are hidden around Spira. So, where are we headed off to next? Next stop, we're going to Besaid, because our next Jecht sphere is hidden in Besaid. So, this becomes available after you beat Sephirmorph, but since I ended up waiting to go back, I had to beat Dark Valfor before I got access to this save sphere, to this Jecht sphere. So, let's see what's inside this one.
Smallest heap of huts I ever seen.
Now, that looks like a fine place to live. Auron,
My lord.
when this is over, could you bring Yuna here? I want her to lead a life far away from this conflict.
You have my word. I will bring her here.
Thank you, Auron. You're a good friend.
What are you guys doing? Let's go. I'm so hungry I could eat a shoe puff whole.
Sorry. Well, let's go then.
See, I really love the Jecht spheres because we really get a lot more interaction and see how Jecht and Auron were back in the day, as well as seeing Braska. But getting two Jecht spheres, along with the one we originally got from Sephirmorph, learns Overdrive Banishing Blade for Auron. So, now Auron only needs one more Overdrive, and then he will have all of his Overdrives, and you can only get all of them once we end up getting
I hear Sin made a
all
big mess
of the
Pavel, eh?
all the Jecht
Far
spheres.
plains ringing with Luzu's laughter, I bet.
So, it's good to see God is back here. So, talking to people around here, they're talking about Sin, because pretty much at this point, Sin is on top of Bavel. So, yeah. But, where are we headed off to next? Well, we're headed back to Besaid, only we're going on the SS Licky. That would take us to Kilika originally, because another save sphere is on the bridge of the SS Licky. So, I figured it's just faster for me to go all the way back to Sid's ship, the Fahrenheit, and then just come back and warp here, rather than walking through everything again. So, this one becomes available to you once you end up beating Cephomorph for the first time, so keep that in mind. All these become available once you beat Cephomorph, and I could have backtracked all the way to Besaid in order to get them all when they first became available and before the events of Makalania Temple, but I decided not to. But, looks like there's a chocobo on this ship. And somebody else who's familiar. So why don't we go and see?
Nice to see you again.
You really quit the Knights?
Yeah, I did. Elma was upset with me, but Captain Lucille understood. Now I'm working as a chocobo breeder on this ship. I really, really love taking care of chocobos. Being with chocobos all the time, I think I found my calling. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I found this in one of the chocobo nests the other day. It's no use to me, so I want you to have it.
And we get a friend sphere.
I have to go now. It's time for lunch.
Hey, I want to talk to you some more. Can't your stomach wait?
I meant I have to feed the chocobos. They get really upset if they're not fed. See ya!
Bye, Clasco. Good for him. So, that is only available if you told Clasco to become a chocobo breeder way back before the events of Makalania Temple. So, it's good to see that that paid off. But, here's our next Jecht sphere. So, why don't we watch it?
After you get that Aeon from Besaid. Where are we going?
Back the way we came. Then we go north from Bavel and climb Mount Gagazet.
Beyond it lies Zanarkand.
Zanarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Zanarkand.
Thanks for trying, Auron. I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Braska. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Zanarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jecht.
Hey, I'll be alright. You're the one that should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be all right. She's strong, like her mother was.
Again, this is really redeeming for Jecht to be seeing all that. But where is our next Jecht sphere? Well, it is out in front of the Aurochs locker room in Luca. So we're gonna head off to Luca now, but we're gonna take a few little detours in Kilika real quick, so I can show off something that is inside Kilika once you have the Fahrenheit, actually. Because Kilika slightly changes. They add a giant dock, as you can see to the left, where the Aurochs were working before. And if you look on the other end, there's the Fahrenheit. So I decided, okay, let's try and go to the Fahrenheit from here. Okay, this invisible barrier seems to be preventing me from going to the Fahrenheit. You can only access the Fahrenheit that way if you came to Kilika. It's kind of selectively weird, and I don't understand why. So, let's head off to Luca. Now, Luca, we're going to have a few more side things to do besides doing the, you know, spheres that we've been looking all over Spira for. Because we're actually going to get some closure on Owaka the 23rd, as well as we're going to get ourselves another trophy. This one being the theater enthusiast one, which is for purchasing every single sphere inside the game. Which means you need around, 200,000 gil in order to do this. I have more than enough to take care of all of it. But let's look at this Jecht sphere.
Hey, Auron, did you get that last match?
Yeah. But I don't understand why you wanted me to. Didn't you say you have blitzball in your Xanarkand?
Not a sportsman, are ya?
Working on your form?
My form don't need no work. I'm the great Jecht. It's for my kid.
Your son plays blitzball?
Yeah, and he wants to beat his old man bad. Once I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for a week. Wonder what he's doing now. I hope he got bigger and put on some muscle. Hey, what's a big idea? Stop shooting.
Jecht may not have been the perfect father, but he still somewhat cares for Titus after all, so there is that. But let us now go to the Sphere Theater, where we will be getting our trophy after a little while, because I end up screwing up a little bit. And we can also meet up with Owaka the 23rd at the theater here, and learn a little bit more about Owaka himself. So, let's keep going. Plus, also, this means I get to listen to Luca's music more, which, honestly, Luca's music reminds me of stuff from Spyro the Dragon. It sounds like Spyro the Dragon music. It really does. Nobuo Uematsu, you did it again. Well, he's not the only one who worked on this soundtrack. This was the only one that he didn't compose solely by himself. So, there's a Owaka right there, but we're going to get this theater enthusiast trophy first. So, what you have to do is you have to talk to these two people right here. Talk to this lady if you want to go to the main hall, and talk to the two people that look like penguins to buy music spheres and to buy movie spheres. Now, you have to buy both movie and music spheres in order to do this. There are 50 of the spheres for it, so this costs 250,000 gil. Looks like you need a little bit more, so I believe you'll need around 400,000. So, that's all the movie spheres recorded. So, that's all done. Let's talk to this guy right here. And let us buy all 68 musical tracks that we can have right now. And here's where you think, okay, I'm done. I have all the spheres. There are 3 more that you can get. You have to talk to the music sphere guy again in order to do it. So, the game doesn't really specify that, and I'm thinking, wait, where's my trophy? Do I have to go into the main hall to see it? So, let's look. Movie spheres. We have different pages. Pretty much this is of every cutscene in the game. Huh, how appropriate too. I was comparing it to Spyro the Dragon. There's a similar function inside of what is it called? Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, where you could get every single cutscene in the game as well if you ended up getting the movie theater unlocked by getting some tickets. Or tokens, I should say. I really should play Spyro 2 again, maybe for a live stream one day. So, let's return, and I realize, okay, I just must not have all the spheres. So, let's talk to this guy. Maybe I have some more movie spheres that I can unlock? Nope, no images available for recording. So, we have special music sphere offer available exclusively to those who have the whole collection. It costs 40,000 gil, but you get 3 more tracks. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you have all the spheres, so Theater Enthusiast is yours. Pretty simple, only cost me around 400,000 gil. So, it's worth it to do, ladies and gentlemen, especially since it's a bronze trophy. But, let's talk now to Owaka.
Hello there.
Hey, weren't you in prison?
Nah, those monks are pushovers, I tell you. I'll fleece any priest or my name's not Owaka.
Huh. Sorry. It was our fault they locked you up.
No problem. Anything for a customer, eh? You know, I had a sister. Once as old as sister, you see. A summoner she was, went on pilgrimage at a young age. And that was it. Me and once, well, neither of us were fighters enough to be guardians. I think about it every day, I do. If we could have helped her. Least I can do is try to help another summoner, I forget. And Lady Una, she looks so much like...
Huh?
It's nothing.
Say, thanks.
Once has got all the good stuff. Owaka the 23rd's retiring.
That's sad to hear, but that is your indication that Wants has all the good stuff at Macalania Wood, and kind of makes you kind of sad. Owaka is helping out Yuna because she looks a lot like Owaka's deceased sister. So that's interesting motivation, to say the least. That's why I like doing these sort of things, building up the world. But let us now head off to get our next Jecht sphere, which is on the old road, right next to where we got the Mars crest for Auron all those episodes ago. So, here it is, right next to the Mars crest.
Giant fiend that attacks chocobos.
What's it waiting for? Hey, come out and fight!
I told you this was a waste of time.
Hey, come on. It's the right thing to do. Everyone's depending on us. Besides, it's good practice.
I guess you're right.
Well then,
Ha! There it is. Auron, let's get him!
Right.
And that takes care of that. So, let us now move to our next one, which is at the Mushroom Rock Road, right where Waka decked Luzu in the face. But this one is Auron's sphere.
Thanks for everything, Keenock.
I know I don't need to tell you this, but guard Lord Braska well.
That I will. And you'll be busy too. I heard they made you second in command.
You know that promotion was meant for you. You were always the better one, even until the end.
You make it sound as if I was going off to die or something. I will see you again.
Yes.
Well then.
Going already? You will tell me about Zanarkand when you return, won't you?
Farewell.
Well, that gives a little context for Keenock, that's for sure. He wasn't always a complete dick. So, now we're here on the Moonflow for our next Jecht sphere. It's just right here. And this one is about the time Jecht attacked a shoe puff.
so you don't do anything stupid again. I can't believe you attacked that shoe puff. Lord Braska had to pay the handler for damages from his own travel money.
I said I was sorry. It's never gonna happen again. I promise.
Ah, a promise. Which you'll forget come tomorrow.
Auron, please, he did apologize. He knows he was wrong.
That's it. Only thing I drink from now on is shoe puff milk.
You're sure?
We're on a journey to fight sin and save Spira, right? If I keep screwing up and making a fool of myself, my wife and kid are never gonna forgive me.
That's on the record.
And according to the record, Jecht never did drink again. So, that's one way. At least he was keeping his promise. So, now let us go towards our next Jecht sphere, which is on the Thunder Plains in the south area, starting with me getting hit by lightning. It's always a good way for me to start, isn't it? So, come over this way. I've passed this sphere so many times I can't even count. So, let's take a look at it.
Hey, hold it steady!
Why am I doing this? What do you see there, my lord?
Oh, I was just thinking.
This is important. No fooling around. You're gonna spoil it. Whoa!
Are you all right?
Now there's a scene for posterity.
Yeah, yeah.
See, it scenes like this that make me sort of want a prequel to Final Fantasy X where we go through Braska's journey, because that'd be interesting. But at the same time, I kind of don't want there to be, because these spheres are just perfect indications of how their journey went. Well, that, and unfortunately we may get a sequel to X2, if that audio drama is to be believed. But let us move now to the last of the Jecht spheres. This one is on Mount Gagazet and is in the little nook right over here. So let us get Braska's sphere. This is the last of the spheres in the game.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jecht and Auron send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
That's sweet. And Auron has learned the overdrive tornado. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the Jecht, Braska, and Auron spheres in the game. And we get Messenger from the Past. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be revisiting the fates of the Aeons. See you guys next time.